Welcome to My Money Mindset podcast, where we explore how a healthy mindset is the foundation for financial success. Each week, we delve into mindset hacks and practical strategies to help you enhance your income, help you make more appropriate investments for yourself, and to improve your overall financial well-being. Join us on this journey to transform your financial future by transforming your mindset. Please note that the information provided on this podcast is for general information purposes only and does not constitute as personal, financial or health advice. It has been prepared without considering your individual objectives, financial situation or life needs. Before making any financial or health decisions, you should consult with a qualified professional or financial advisor to ensure the information aligns with your specific circumstances. So let's begin and enjoy this journey as each episode teaches us on how to improve our overall mindset that overall improves our financial success. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Money Mindset, and today it's been an awesome time. I've got a lot of messages from clients, listeners that have emailed me and messaged me and said thank you very much. We're really loving the coaching episodes. Although I've only really done 2 episodes for the coaching, it seems to have really resonated with a lot of people. Simply, even if they're not thinking about being coached or a coach themselves, they finding that the content in there as a parent or someone that's responsible for someone else's upbringing, a guardian for that matter, has really made them aware of certain small things that would help them be able to coach or even just improve on their own financial senses and entrepreneurship, investment, whatever that may entail. So thank you very much for all your messages and emails that have been coming in. So it sort of gives me a lot of insight to what you guys want to hear on each episode. So what I basically did was I thought, well, if we've got coaching episodes to discuss in relation to entrepreneurship, which seems to cover and umbrella most things. So if you're a parent, a teacher, it could be a guardian, could be a friend, could be an actual owner of investments or a business or whatever that may be. The entrepreneurial umbrella sort of covers most things when it comes to a mindset thing, and a successful mindset is of a successful entrepreneur, successful person in life. And I suppose in one sense, the word entrepreneurial always refers to money, but in some sense, entrepreneurship doesn't always have to mean that you are pursuing the end result of enhancing your finance. It also enhances your own personal self-being and contentment within yourself. So often people relate that to finance, but in hindsight there's a lot of people with a lot of money being rich but not very happy. So you definitely want to be happy and be able to afford and accommodate for a wealthy or creative life that you wanted to make for yourself. So let's start off with having a look at what the important traits of an entrepreneur or a successful mindset would entail and what we could do to sort of enhance that for ourselves. And I suppose I wanted to start off with, I'm going to cross over. I did net them down to that there was roughly about 10 or 12 different key points, but I will categorize 2 in every episode just to break it down and try and get into the real nitty-gritty of each one. And the first one is one of the core traits of becoming a successful entrepreneur or business owner or investor or whatever that may be is having an open mind. So I've put number 1, open mind, and number 2 as the second core trait that's very important, as in health, diet and exercise. So having an open mind, being healthy through your diet and your exercise. Very boring stuff maybe for some people, but no way is it ever can we avoid it without your health. And without an open mind, I find that becoming quite content in life, you may become very rich but not very content. You definitely want to be very content and very rich if that's what your goals are. So an open mind is not just a desirable trait for an entrepreneur. By all means, it's probably, I would always say, a prerequisite for survival and growth in a dynamic, unpredictable world of business. That's the way I put it, because simply it's foundation for all success. It's essential because it sort of directly enables the three pillars of what I say is the entrepreneurial success, which is innovation, resilience, and strategy. Innovation, obviously, having a creative mind and innovating. Resilience, you need to keep going. 99% perseverance, 1% intelligence, I think it was Einstein. And strategy, always making sure you've got a roadmap towards your success. So very critical, guys, very critical. So let's break it down. Enables innovation and creativity. So an open mind sees opportunity, is what I always say. It basically, when you have a look at a closed mind or a narrow-minded approach, the way things have always been done sort of thing, look, I don't want to break any of my old traits. If you want change, you need to change. It's old cliche. An open mind is constantly scanning the environment for new perspectives, allowing the entrepreneur or anyone, that individual, to spot gaps in the market and unconventional solutions that others may miss. So those of you that are sort of really scared to break the mold and sort of become more open-minded in this sense, look, if you want change, you need to change. Sometimes some of those of you that will turn up and say, well, look, 9 times out of 10, if I ever change anything, it always goes for the worse. And guys, you do learn from mistakes, I always say, and you've got to make mistakes to know what it feels like, and you learn from those mistakes. No use trying to avoid mistakes and feel fragile that if you do make one, it's all doom and gloom. No, it's definitely a learning curve. And what I also say that an open mind sort of embraces diverse input. So innovation rarely happens in a sort of vacuum environment. And what I mean is, if you're controlled of your thoughts, there's no creativity, there's no innovation. So being open to advice, criticism, and ideas from people with, sort of radically different backgrounds. So engineers, artists, customers, even your competitors for that matter, they allow entrepreneur to fuse concepts and sort of try and get, what one thought would be put with another thought, and eventually you become all these little tiny thoughts and ideas put together from so many diversity of people to finally come up with a something, an idea, whatever it may be, a solution. It's like creating a book for that matter, or a video, or whatever it may be. It all requires small steps, and the same thing goes for success. For entrepreneurs or people that want to be successful in life, is to sort of get all these little ideas and embrace them, to put them in together, some being good, some being bad, but at the end of the day, you're moving forward. An open mind fosters resilience and adaptability, which is sort of what I always say, it's the growth mindset. So those of you really wanting to grow and wanting to break the mold and improve upon yourselves in your finances, stuff like that, or investments, you learn from your failure. Always, as I say, I harp on about it. Look, don't be scared to fail. It's not, it's part of being life. Life is full of problems, and you learn from them. So it gets you there faster, believe it or not. It feels like you're taking 10 steps backwards, but if a mistake happens, depending on the severity, but when you learn from those mistakes or the failures, you're definitely taking 10 steps forward, and then an additional 5 steps on top of that. So you are moving forward, guys. Open mind adapts to market change. So the business landscape, as in technology and customers' needs, are constantly evolving, as we say. So an open-minded leader or thought process is quick to recognize and adapt new technologies. Like the one that always comes to mind at the moment, the talk of the town, is AI or marketing channels, that sort of thing. We need to embrace these sort of things, not be scared of them. How do you embrace these type of things? Well, you learn more about them. Doesn't mean you've got to be a professor of them, but it just means that you're learning more about it. Having an open mind, keeping up with everything that's going on, is definitely a successful trait to have in an open mind. Open mind improves decision making and strategy. It sort of mitigates bias. So an open mind actively sort of counteracts common cognitive errors like confirmation bias, so only seeking information that supports your existing beliefs type of thing. So it tends to sort of pressure test that. It sort of forces the person to look at contradictory evidence, so leading to more sort of informed, well-rounded and objective business decisions. So for those of you that are looking for an investment or in business, pressure test your current flow of things. For instance, going back to the AI, is that something that you are scared of simply because it could be replacing your role? How can AI actually enhance your role? That sort of thing. Open mind empowers the team also. So it is contagious, guys. Having an open mind really is contagious, simply because, believe it or not, with an open mind, you tend to communicate a lot better, and socially people tend to prefer you. And be around people with an open mind, simply because their ideas are sort of absorbed and discussed, and it's a common thing that it sort of empowers a team environment. So it creates a culture where employees or friends feel safe to challenge assumptions and to bring up ideas. It offers unconventional ideas without fear or being dismissed. So those people, the shy people that sort of don't want to be sort of told, oh no, that's no good or whatever, an open mind really says, hey guys, be open with it. Let's share these ideas. Let's move forward as a group together with a common goal. It unlocks what they call the collective intelligence of a team. Yeah. So communication, transparency is always key. Say it time and time again. It definitely makes the organisation or the team more effective at problem solving. So guys, get out there. Don't be scared to share ideas. Have an open mind with the team, because it definitely will improve the team. And also, that also refines market fit. What I mean by that is, if you're in business with a particular service or product, and an open mind, a collection of all these little ideas that you put together, but they're never really one-on-one, they're not really good, but when you put them all together, it sort of somehow provides a solution or a strategy. Let's say, for instance, you're in business, you've got a business idea that's really the final successful one. So, for instance, you're a plumber and you thought, look, I need to start getting more clients. I'm going to do a letterbox drop, and you find that that's not really working for you. So you move with the times and you get onto the internet and you say, well, I'll get a website, I'll build it myself. Or you go, no, maybe I should talk to someone that actually is good at building websites and knows how to attract clients on the internet, that sort of thing. Have an open mind to it. Even though you're a plumber, there are a lot of technology advances that you could use for your little business. That being said, it also goes back for investors. So those of you who are looking at investing in shares, have a look at ETFs, you pressure test all that sort of stuff. Yeah, what's the return on investments? Learn about crypto. Don't like cryptos. One may say, oh, never, it means nothing at the end of the day. Those of you, challenge it. I'm not saying invest in it, but I'm saying learn about it and have an open mind about it. You'll find that it can, sometimes education is key with this. Now, an open mind is receptive to customer feedback. So it just means that you're always open and willing to iterate, tweak, or even completely abandon any original concept to achieve a better product fit or anything to that matter when it comes in relation to refining a service or a product in business. So that's it for open-mindedness. The second one was health, diet and exercise. By no means am I a instructor or anyone that I try and keep healthy myself, as in diet and exercise every day. Nothing too extraneous. It's one of those things that I believe with a healthy body, you've got a healthy mind, so they both go hand in hand. Like I said, this episode was about 12 core entrepreneurial traits that we've covered 2 of. So I'll keep it down to bite-sized little episodes. So number 1, open mind. Number 2, health, diet and exercise. Nothing worse than not having your health, because it renders everything else useless. So keep that on your top list. The next episode I'm going to be doing will be in relation to PosiTrack, thought management explained. So what I really want to talk about, PosiTrack is it's one of those old CBT, the cognitive behavioral therapies that they use on cognitive restructuring and thought stopping. So it's basically monkey mind and preventing that. But I'll get into that in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Reach out if you do want me to explain anything more in detail when it comes to an open mind or health and fitness. You guys know where to see everything when it comes to health and fitness. There's plenty of exercises and diets and stuff that you can research to make yourself healthy. I'm not going to bore you to tears with that, and see you on the next episode. All the best, guys. Thank you.